So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula. And a shot! Oh, wow, that is fantastic! From Captain Fantastic!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Kane! And it's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Alexander-Arnold, deftly out wide. Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden. Messi. Camavinga. Now it's Budimir. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. And it's Camavinga. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Played out wide. Looking early. Terrific effort! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pamplona are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
Budimir! And now they can spring out of defence. This is a promising build-up. And the return pass. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Chance to deliver. That's a look and plays it forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Serginho. Mbappe. It's Camavinga. Messi. And it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's in on goal. Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Denied. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Caicedo. Now Mbappe. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Now it's Foden. Out towards the flank. It's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. It is a corner, good chance. They've played it short, and it's made its way to him. Great chance! And that is wildly off target.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Perfectly measured that. Oh, sweet feet. Foden, who's set up one goal so far.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Caicedo. Foden. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. In it comes. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Rosier. Here comes the cross. Alexander-Arnold. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Camavinga. Played in. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's there to retrieve it. Foden finding himself in space. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Foden trying to keep this in. Now he's off and running. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Shifted it to the flank, where it came from. Mbappe in acres of space. Goes for a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Look at the chance, surely! And that's in! And they get themselves in front! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Pamplona have their lead. Camavinga. Messi. And here's Foden. Great work on the overlap. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Now there's a fine ball. Shoots! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Rosier. Can he get it through? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Serginho. Camavinga.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Cleared without hesitation. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no tries from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Boy Gomez. Well, this could be it. Something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Crosses it in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Spread to the right. Knocks it out wide. Cross needs to be... There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Messi. Somewhat off target. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Shot could be... And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! They have stolen level at the last! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
The ball goes in. Van Dijk getting this decent chance! There you have it. The referee says that time is up. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was...
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And here's Foden. That's a nicely weighted pass. Shapes to shoot! And he's there to belt it away. Serginho gets his head on it! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Stood up well to him there. It's a sharp pass. Zabarnyi has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he's a real physical presence to start with, and for me, he anticipates the game extremely well. What I like about him most, though, is the effect he has on the rest of the defence. He's one of those players that makes other players play better. He's always talking.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. This looks promising. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Tries to get it clear. Nicely spread. Here comes a header! Oh, extraordinary.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
First quarter of an hour gone. Ilaix Moriba. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
He's on it, can he get away? Chance for a shot! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kane. Now Foden. And it's Caicedo. Great vision. It's a sweeping cross. Deftly away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Vigo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Kane. It's anyone's ball now.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He likes Moriba. Well, that looks a decent ball. A lot of space ahead of him. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Madrid really could have done without this. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He scores for sure! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Vigo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Tries to dink it through. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Madrid certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's very neat. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. .40 gone, half-time closing in. That has been slung wide. No, that's overhit. Ilaix Moriba. Can he get on the end of this? No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, there's the clearance.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
Madrid really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! Alexander-Arnold. Now Zabarnyi. Alexander-Arnold. And they can counter here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Out towards the flank. Ilaix Moriba. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Messi. And it's Kane. Forwards and with intent. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Madrid still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Serginho. And it's Van Dijk.
La asistencia de este
Camavinga.
partido asciende a 29.514
Now it's Foden.
espectadores.
Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Camavinga. Here's Kane. now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Played out to the left flank, looking to play him in. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Mbappe. And here's Kane. Kane! And there's a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Vigo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
So they have it all to do again.
El dorsal
Madrid
8.
really will be annoyed if they fail to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
El dorsal 15.
And that was asking just too much of him. Half an hour gone in the second half. Serginho picks it up out wide. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. He likes Moriba.
Vigo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nicely aimed pass. He likes Moriba. Vecino has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. Iago Aspas looking to receive it in space. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Vecino. He's having a hit! Well, now it's oh, he's been caught on it here. Serves up across. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Marcos Alonso.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And here's Aspas. That's going across. He leaps for it. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Distributed tidily.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Chance! Alexander-Arnold can clear it away. Looking for options for movement. Delivery from Aspas. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
Reparto de puntos al final. Enhorabuena a los dos equipos por su entrega y esperemos ganar en el próximo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
La alineación.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
We are just getting started. Foden. And Messi! Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Axel Witsel can be a real dominating presence on his day, Peter. His sense of positioning and anticipation is the perfect complement to his menacing frame, also known for being a very clean tackler. What's not to like about it?
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Foden. And it's Messi. And this is Kane. He is starved of space and time. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Gazzaniga deals with that nice and simple. First quarter of an hour gone. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. That's really well manoeuvred. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Unahi.
Girona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mbappe, he's got away. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of stage.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gazzaniga breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Witsel and Unahi. And the return pass. He shifted it to the flank. It's a promising position. And it's Witsel. Tries to get it clear. They've played it short. Has to go back here. Tries a shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Camavinga, great ball if he can get there. Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kane! He doesn't look too happy with that. Witsel. Brian Hill. And Unahi. Now that looks a decent ball. Witsel. Unahi.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Aimed beyond the defence. Messi has it out wide and in space. Cleared away. And it's Caicedo. Goes for the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Mbappe. Serginho batted in a wide position. Cleared without hesitation.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Dijk. And it's been played through. Gazzaniga gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Madrid should be well in front based on the number of chances they've had, and you can sense a little anxiety around the stadium for fear that this game might just get a little away from them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Camavinga. Oh, played right into his path. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Oh, this looks sharp. And he skips past his man. Unahi. It's Hill. Witsel. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's put pay to the danger.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
The pass has gone astray. Now it's Kane. Brian Hill. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Unahi. And it's Witsel. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's picked his way through. And he's whipped it. Unahi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Unahi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Foden. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Foden going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, they've got it again. Witsel. Reich. And that's a throw-in. Girona choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And he's managed to gift it back. Witsel. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
And Unahi. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with whip. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, that is a charge, surely! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Unahi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nice control. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Serginho. Girona have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And here's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. Witsel. Here's the return pass. He's looking wide. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Now he's off and running. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Lemar. Oh, it's come loose.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Kane. Now it's Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here. Applies the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Alexander-Arnold clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Girona have the chance to go the other way. Deftly away. Reich.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Not the most accurate pass. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, shooting chance! So that's it. It is all over. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Madrid certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
En el marcador aparecerá información sobre los próximos partidos que se disputarán en este estadio.